The height of the Gilded Age was characterized by extreme opulence, not to be outdone by the Vanderbilt family. Hi everyone, Ken here. Welcome to This House. Today, we are exploring the Vanderbilt family's cottage, The Breakers, in Newport, Rhode Island. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an exciting episode of This House. In 1843, Cornelius Vanderbilt II was born to the third generation of the wealthy Vanderbilt family. His grandfather, Commodore, left him $5 million, and his father, William Henry Vanderbilt, left him $70 million, making his inherited net worth the modern-day equivalent of about $2.3 billion. He, along with his wife, Alice, began searching for the perfect place to build their summer cottage to serve as an escape from their Manhattan mansion. They came across a tract of land in Newport, Rhode Island, where a mansion known as the Breakers had just been lost to a devastating fire. In 1885, they purchased the lot for $450,000, the modern-day equivalent of nearly $14 million, and hired the Vanderbilt family's architect of choice, Richard Morris Hunt, to design for them what would become the largest house in Newport. Construction of the 70-room mansion began in 1893, taking 2 years to finish. When it was completed, the footprint of the mansion consumed an entire acre of the grounds it sat on, boasting 70 rooms spread out across 125,339 square feet. It was designed in the Beaux-Arts style, favoring themes from the Renaissance Revival style, with an elaborate cornice situated above quoins containing the facade of Indiana limestone blocks. Approaching the house from the street, you would pass through a 30-foot wrought iron gate flanked with limestone, capping off the fence which surrounded the property on all sides, save the ocean front. As you continue up the pea gravel drive, the scale of the house becomes overwhelming, with proportions to dwarf the human scale. We will now pass below the porte cochere, ornamented with stone relief work and forming a groin vault leading towards the front door. Entering the home, we arrive in the Great Hall, measuring 50 by 50 feet with a ceiling height of 50 feet as well. Marble pilasters framed oversized archways supporting columns above them towards the ceiling with limestone statues to depict the greatest in each academic field, such as figures of Galileo and Richard Morris Hunt to represent the achievements of science and architecture. To one side, the bifurcated staircase sweeps through the central archway with wrought iron balustrade curling along its rise. Imaginative details can be found in every nook and cranny, with the area under the stairs being occupied by a water feature. We can take a quick peek up the stairs before exploring the rest of the house to see the details at the landing. Then we will look up to see a dazzling array of colors refracting through the stained glass skylight overhead. Now let's make our way back into the Great Hall and round the corner to explore the dining room. At 2,400 square feet, the dining room stretches with a 34-seat mahogany table contained by rose alabaster columns, below a gilt cornice framing a mural of the Roman goddess Aurora. Though, the family would eat in the Louis XV-style breakfast room towards the front of the house when they were not entertaining. This connected the house to the servants' wing, where we can see a multi-level butler's pantry with a mezzanine connecting to the kitchen, where meals would be prepared for hundreds of guests at a time on a single 21-foot-long coal-burning stove. Enough of the behind-the-scenes views. Let's journey back into the main house and cut across the dining room towards the back of the house to find the billiards room. Here, mahogany furniture contrasts with the marble slab walls. Now we will exit through the side to cut across the loggia towards the morning room, facing east to allow the morning sun to flood the interior, which was constructed in France before being shipped and reassembled on site. We will now skirt by the Great Hall, separated by an arcade, to pass by the oversized hearth which directly faces the great stairs, and continue forward to the library, housing a 16th century French fireplace, contrasting with walnut wall panels inlaid with gold leaf below a coffered ceiling. This joins to the music room, where a Campan marble fireplace dominates one wall with a bluish hue below a ceiling inlaid with gold and silver. Both Mr. and Mrs. Vanderbilt were known to spend a lot of time in the music room, playing the violin and piano together for fun. This room opens towards a terrace, framed by topiaries on the side of the house. We can follow garden paths, meandering around the house to look back at its detailing on all sides, such as the elaborately arcaded porches, adorned in figurative relief work and paired with floral motifs. We can follow grass paths between geometric flower gardens, stepping back to get a better view of the side of the house. Expansive lawns stretched away from the rear of the mansion, the main body of which was symmetrical, with asymmetrical massing disappearing behind monolithic wings. We can shuffle through the grass, making our way back to the terrace to turn around and absorb the ocean views as the tide breaks on the shores of the breakers. Mr. Vanderbilt enjoyed the house for only a few short years, dying from complications following a stroke in 1899. Mrs. Vanderbilt continued to enjoy the vacation property until her passing in 1934, when she willed the house to her daughter Gladys, who leased and eventually sold the breakers to the Preservation Society of Newport, along with most of the mansion's original furnishings. The breakers continues to be open to the public and serves as Rhode Island's most popular tourist attraction. If you have ever visited, I would love to hear about your experience down below in the comments section. And while you're there, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an exciting episode of This House. I would also like to take a moment to say a very special thank you to our This House supporters, whose names you can see on screen right now. If you would like to see your name on the screen and show the world your support for the production of these videos, join our membership program today. I'll see you next time on This House.